to the club, look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check and took off. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call, for real. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rafe in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. Too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, get right there.
From the gun, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
DC! 76, tell him.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Steps away to his left. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, you got 3, three down. Mike, 53,
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Newton. Buying time to his left. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Flushed out right. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Come on now. Gun.
From the 50, Newton. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Goff. They'll roll him out right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Got a man over the middle. It's Woods. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep, and this is caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. And his guys are going to take over at the 34. Yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Go.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Shane Ray, in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On second down, here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove down,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shane Ray coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Newton escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 45 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains.
Here we go, guys. Here we go.
On first down, gone. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
We're good. We're good.
On second down, here's Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. Oh, he pulled it right. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, look at that. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. And no way does that guy...
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw on second down. Newton. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 17. A final shot before the break. Newton. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them. One thing, hit them with something else.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Goff now to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Goff now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And they run with a backup. This is Thomas Rawls. He will push his way down to about the 14. Tackle made by Ole Miss's Marquise Haynes.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On third down, Newton steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Goff. Out left, he's got it to Everett. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Goff now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's got room. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now it's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Taking a shot for Samuel. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I played a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games?
That is true. A lot of offenses constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Goff now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st down, it's Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And now he'll tuck it and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Everyone's got 4. 4 down. Gun.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
That's right now. Right to the 3.
They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Keith Marshall punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
It seems like they've been running uphill all game. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
11. Hard ball.
Out of the gun, Goff. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Here's Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 12.
On 1st down, it's Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Tiger. DC.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Goff now looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as a screen pass gets him 8. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
All right. Come on now.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Goff going to throw it. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Gun. Set. 180.
Now following the interception. Here's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Gun. 20.
Second and 10. Newton again. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Mikel Roby-Coleman. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been